I just started a generator. I tell you, my neighbor, she's a good person, but sometimes she just so, I don't know what the word is. She'll ask you a question, and if she doesn't like the answer, she ignores it completely. Yeah, babe. Okay, you're on your way home from everything. Okay, all right. Oh, Jesus, okay. Oh, yeah, good. All right, good. Now, remember, I got that stupid tree lighting ceremony. Yeah. I gotta leave here at 6. Oh, I don't know. 2:20. Yeah, I got time. Yeah, I got time. All right. Take your time. I love you. Cigar-shaped orange craft appears. All right. So anyway, she's got the same generator that I have. Let's try some of the Mod Podge. Hey, Tuck. Hey, come on, buddy. And she bought hers the following year. When she bought it, she asked me if there's anything that she should know. And I said, the battery is not going to last forever. So you're only going to get maybe a year out of it. So plan on changing the battery before it goes, because you're not going to know when it goes. You might as well change the battery ahead of time. I says, and if you're going to change the battery, it's a pain in the ass. And back then she had Sarah's boyfriend living with him, which was a pretty talented kid when it came to working on motors and stuff like that. So I knew he had the ability to do it. So meanwhile, I told her, I says, you know, let Josh take care of it, yada, 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 yada. So, no. She goes to use it, it won't start. Battery's dead. I said, well, did you plug it in and charge it? She goes, no, but I just ran it, you know, a couple months ago. I go, no. I said, this doesn't charge when it runs. I said, you gotta plug it in and charge it with that little transformer that came with it. Oh, I don't even know where that is. So she thought that it was going to charge, you know, with the transformer. I mean, when it ran, like a car would normally do, and it doesn't. So the battery is only going to stay as charged as it can charge by itself. So it's not going to stay charged forever. So I was trying to tell her this, and you know, and I don't want to say she doesn't understand, because she understands. She doesn't want to understand. So anyway, last year she had a problem with it. I says, did you charge it up? No. What's that? What's the charger look like? what it is she doesn't want to do it. She wants to play stupid, waiting for you to do it for her. And I don't play those games. You know, you're able to do it yourself. You're old, you're young enough, smart enough, and if it's neither one, well, you got enough money. We got a great guy across the street that'll do it for you for next to nothing, for crying out loud. So anyway, the other day, she says, what do I got to do with that gas that's in there? I says, in where? She goes, in the generator. So how long has it been in there? She goes, oh, 3-4 years. Well, you may have to drain it. I don't know if that gas is going to be any good for you or not. You know, you're probably going to have to drain it. Oh, well, how do I do that? So it's not easy, Laura. Or you're going to have to probably get a hold of Chris. All right. You think it'll start, or what can I put in the gas? I said, well, you should put stuff in the gas ahead of time and use it occasionally. Right? Run it every month so that you're putting fresh gas in it. Oh, well, I ran it about 3 or 4 years ago. She says, yeah, I got to start running it every month, but it won't start. I says, Nora, put the charger in it. I says, put the charger on a timer. Let it charge up, 15 minutes a week, something to keep it trickled. All right. Now she wants to know why it's not starting and what she got to do with the gas. She goes, well, I got fresh gas in the garage. Oh, okay. She says, yeah. She says, we put that in there once we filled the generator. I said, so what is it? She goes, well, we have 1 5-gallon tank. So we went and got gas, we put it in the generator, and then we went back and got gas again in the 5-gallon tank for backup. I go, so you're telling me that the gas in the 5-gallon tank is just as old as the gas in the generator? Yeah, well, it isn't any fresher. I said, if you're going to try to save it, the first thing you got to do is put some octane booster in there and hope that it'll get it running so you can burn it out of there. I says, if it was me, I'm going to tell you, have Chris take it apart, have him buy a motorcycle battery. A motorcycle battery will take the vibrations more so than a regular car battery. Get a small motorcycle battery, not one of these little piece of shit, AM, whatever you want to call them. Well, it's not even an AMC or ACM, whatever. It's just a piece of shit sealed battery. It's about the size of 2 6-volt batteries that you would put in a little light lantern, if that big. Anyway, I says, put a regular motorcycle battery there and put it on the side. There's plenty of room. Get a little case for it, put it on the side. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's going to be there for you. I says, then, if it was me, because the little charger that you plug into it to charge the battery, that wire is like 24 gauge. It's not going to jump start the vehicle or the generator because the wire is not strong enough. So I says to her, anyway, here's what you want to do. Have him put a motorcycle battery on the frame right here with a little box. Not a big deal. It's easier to do that than it is to change the battery in the unit because you got to take the gas tank and everything off. I says, then if you want to spend another 50 or 60 bucks, you buy yourself a little solar panel with a little regulator. All right, all you need is a couple of amps. It'll fit right on the top because they got a little thing to have it in, like I do, with a little opening top. I says you put the panel on the top, it'll hook up to that battery, and it'll always be ready for you. Nah. Nah. Hey. Well, so far, every time I go out there, mine starts. It's running now. And it usually starts up within the first 3 or 4 turns. What I do is I open up the gas cock, and I leave it alone for 4 or 5 minutes. Let the gas get down in there. Should be going off now. Hold on. I'm not saying what I do is always right for everybody, but it works for me. You know, like I said, that's what I did with mine, with the motorcycle battery. I did it the first time my battery went dead, and I pulled it out. I realized the work that I had to do, and the battery that was in there, and I said, this is not going to continue. Oh, there is still. So, with that, that was it. So now when I go out there, I turn the gas on and I let it sit there for 4 or 5 minutes. And when I go out, back out, I pull the choke out, hit the start button, bam, second or third or fourth, turns over almost instantly. And I have no issues. Tall, edit tall. I kind of like that stone. I'm going to put it right there. Maybe not. Come on, Pod. I'm going to have to put some more Mod Pod on you. How many times I gotta watch this thing?
In the stack of stuff I bought, I get to this final one. This really obscure manuscript, almost like, it looks like it was, hand printed on a Xerox machine and held together with the brads like the script.
I mean, I don't mind watching the program, but it's been the same one now for the last week. If you're gonna see a repeat, you like to wait a little bit of time in between. What do I got here? A stick? I got a stick. If I can get it out. There we go. But where do I want to put this? I know what I do. I'm going to put it right there because I got a little bit of pod and It looks good there. All right.
So I think the end of it, and almost the very last year is sort of a warning.
Well, I think I figured out a good way of doing the grass. No, and I didn't mean put it into brownies. I'm not ready for the rest of this yet. I don't want to put too much into this at once. There's still things I need to do, and I don't want to clutter it up until I get that done. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at so far. See if you can see it with this camera. I'm using the 360 camera, by the way. That Mod Pod, I guess, or Mod Podge, whatever it's called, is supposed to dry clear. That's what I'm hoping for, because I got something I want to do with it once it dries clear. I don't know how this is close up, but we'll find out. We'll find out together.